Carrasco. So we're gonna be making Rice Krispie Treats today. You do not need an oven for this. All you need is a stove, 3 tablespoons of butter, a package of Jet Puff marshmallows or any type of marshmallows, which is about 10 ounces or 40 marshmallows, regular size marshmallows, so these guys. Okay. And then you also need 6 cups of Rice Krispie Treat cereal. So if I have a 2-cup thing, how many of my 2 cups would I need to equal 6 cups? Well, 2 times some number is equal to 6. 2, 4, 6, so 3. I need 3 of these. And then let's say I were to want 6. I want to make 6 of these recipes. So if I need 3 tablespoons for 1, how many would I need for 6? 3 times 6 is 18, so I would 18 tablespoons of butter. So if you want to double the recipe, quadruple it, make 6, make more. If you want to make 20 times 3 tablespoons is 60, right? That's multiples of 10. Hopefully you guys all remember that. If I want to do, again, 20, and I know I need 6 cups of Rice Krispie Treats, so 20 times 6 is 120, so I would need 120, which is a lot, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
Thank you, Professor Carrasco. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Step number 1, of course, is to wash your hands, and then you turn on your stove because you're gonna go ahead and add your 3 tablespoons of butter to your pot. So you wanna add it in, and then you wanna make sure that it melts completely. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it in, and we're just going to wait for it to melt. All right, so if you take a look at our pot here, this is how your butter should look. It should be melted. We're gonna go ahead and add our marshmallows now. Remember, it's a 10-ounce pack or 40 marshmallows. So this is 20. I'm gonna go ahead and add those in, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the 20 more. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 2 times 20 equals the 40 marshmallows. Remember, if you want to double this recipe, then you would need 80 marshmallows. Now that we've added our 40 marshmallows, now we just have to wait for it to melt, and we'll begin mixing as well.
I'm going to remove it from the heat. I'm going to put it on this side so it's not on the heat anymore, and I'm going to start adding in my cups of Rice Krispie cereal. So I'm going to add 2 cups at a time. So there's 2 cups. I'm going to start stirring. And then I'm going to add a couple more cups in just a second here, because it does get a little bit rough to stir around. So let's add 2 more cups. Here we go. So now we have 4 cups. And I'm going to stir that in. And as you see, it's getting very, very sticky in there. And then I'm going to just add in my last 2 cups. And then once this is all stirred around pretty well, I'm going to empty it into a pan for it to cool off in, and so that we're able to eat our Rice Krispie Treats. Alrighty, so I tied my hair back because it can be a messy process. Also because it can be a messy process, I have wax paper. So I'm going to use the wax paper for the top of it after I dump it all in to smush it so that it becomes flat. So, like so, okay? So you're going to dump it into the pan that you're using. Oops. And again, you will notice that it's very sticky thanks to our marshmallows, which is how we want it. Ooh, it's like spider webs. Then once I have most of it, I'm going to take it off. It will be hot, so you might want your parent to do this part. I'm gonna take it off with the wax paper. I'm gonna use that one for that. Then, with my other piece of wax paper, I'm going to slowly flatten it into my hand so that it's evenly spread throughout. And then once it gets flattened and once it cools down, the wax paper should peel pretty nicely off for you. We have another step in case you want to get into it, okay? So we have some Hershey syrup. After it cools down, you can drizzle some Hershey syrup on top and then cut it up into your fractions. If you choose to do this and you want to make it a fraction lesson and video yourself, we would love to see it. For our special step, if you have Hershey syrup or strawberry syrup or whatever you want to put on top to make it more yummy, we're going to use chocolate syrup. So I'm going to do fractions with this, equivalent fractions to be exact. So I'm going to go with half. So first, I'm going to put half of my, I'm going to put chocolate syrup on half of this, okay? So I'm going to just drizzle some on top. Yum, 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 yum. Okay? Now I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut down the center part to create 1/2. Please make sure an adult does this with you and you don't do it by yourself. Don't want you getting hurt. Okay, so now I have 1/2. How much of this has chocolate syrup? 1 out of my 2 pieces or 1/2. Okay, now we're gonna go into fourths. So I'm gonna cut this into fourths and we're gonna see what an equivalent fraction of 1/2 is when it's cut into 4 pieces. 4 equal pieces. So I'm gonna cut about here, looks like the middle. And I'm going to slice, slice, slice. Down the middle again. And now I have 4 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How many of these pieces was equal to my half? Or how many of these pieces has chocolate syrup on it? 1, 2 out of my 4 pieces. So that means that 2/4 is equivalent to the 1/2 that we saw originally. Now I'm gonna take it even one step further. I'm gonna cut it into 1/8. So I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna cut it into half again, where I could cut the 4ths. And then I'm gonna cut here. Oh, there we go.
Use those muscles, Professor Carrasco.
I'm trying. Okay. Alrighty. So, cutting it here. One more little section to cut. I can do this.
You got this. Let's cheer her on.
Woohoo! Okay, let me turn it this way. There we go. All right. So now it is cut into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. So then out of these 8 pieces, how many are covered in chocolate syrup? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means that 4/8 is equivalent to the 2/4, which is also equivalent to the 1/2. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed our equivalent fraction lesson to go with our Rice Krispie Treats. Enjoy your day.